What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Mike from Trouble Down Productions, and today we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 5, called Go Getters. Now, I don't think there was too much comic book stuff directly related to this episode, but there was some character development that I want to talk to you guys about today. Maggie wakes up at Hilltop, and we see that Glenn and Abraham are also buried there, which tells us right there that Maggie's not going to go anywhere as far as, leaving Hilltop in any kind of way. Even though Gregory has been, was trying to kick her and Sasha out through the whole damn episode, just being a complete douchebag. And we already know that due to her situation with Deanna at Alexandria, she has already pretty much, I guess, been training to be a leader. And in the comics, she becomes the leader of the Hilltop. I really think those leadership skills came out in this episode a little bit, even through when they were getting attacked by walkers. The Saviors had came, and you know what, I'm not even sure if it was the Saviors that put that little gremlin car in there with the music that made the walkers come through, that opened the gate and all that. So they was all fighting, her, Sasha, and Jesus, and it just felt, her coming down, even with being sick, her coming down there and trying to help any way she can, and just her whole demeanor through the episode really felt like she was going towards that leadership role. Gregory, being the peckerneck that he is, was going to hide Sasha and Maggie in the closet, and of course, he tried to give them up before the Saviors left. I figured that was going to happen. Jesus pulled a fast one on him, moved him though, and put wine in there or whatnot, so then he had to give the whole box of wine to Simon, which I want to talk about Simon. If there was no Negan, Simon had boss status as of last night. Just the way he handled that situation with that scene with him and Gregory, I loved every bit of it. I mean, Simon is like an asshole to a T. He truly is Negan's right-hand man in the television show. I love Stephen Ogg. We had a chance to meet him at Walker Stalkers. A great guy, really kind of just real ugly guy, man, but he's just so fucking mean. I loved it. I think Stephen Ogg is doing an amazing job and is an awesome right-hand man for Negan. Like I said, boss status as of last night. I want to talk about Tom Paine for a minute. His role as Jesus, I love the character in the comics. I love the character on the show. I think Tom Paine is doing a really, really great job. We haven't seen much of that martial arts aspect from his character. And last night we got to see a little bit, and I only have one complaint. It just looks kind of stiff. I mean, I don't know if you guys can understand what I'm saying by that. Having someone on set that has previous experience with martial arts, whereas you have Tom Paine who really don't, you can tell the difference, you know what I mean? It flows better when you have someone, and just his character from the comics, the martial arts aspect was so big for his character. It was just such a big part. It just seems like they would have had someone who had previous martial arts experience. Now, they are training Tom Paine, so hopefully with just keep training and everything, and as the episodes pass by, it'll seem a little bit more, it'll flow a little bit better, if you know what I'm saying. Coral. Now, earlier on in the episode, this boy was throwing darts, and he threw like 8 darts, and he never even hit the damn board, but he's out driving a car. Like, I'd be scared for my life. I'd be more terrified of that than I would the walkers, to be honest with you. But he rescues Enid, and they go on this little thing together and find some skates and be skating down the road and shit, having this little mini love story with 2 young ass kids. And it turns out that his whole purpose for all that was to try to find, I guess, Negan or some shit. Which goes along with his character in the comics, because about this time he actually tried to find, or went to Negan's compound. I ain't gonna say no more just in case you ain't read the comics, but his character looks like he's going in that direction. The only issue is his character in the comics at this point is much younger than he is on the show. And that provides a little worry to me, because it's almost like we should have already seen Carl becoming a badass at this point, and now we're just now getting into it. Like, he's just now getting up the balls to actually go out and do stuff, which he's making a really stupid decision, I think. But I think it's going to play out as a comic storyline. I think my favorite part of the whole episode, though, was right there at the end where Jesus jumped in that truck when he was trying to figure out where Negan's compound is, and takes a sip of that, you know what I'm saying, looks up, and then fucking Carl is right there, just like, what's up? So, as big of a dumb decision as Carl's making right now, at least he's got Jesus with him. I'd much rather him be with him than just Carl going by himself, because that's just bad. I'm going to give this episode a 9. I think there was a lot of character development from a lot of people in this episode. And it was really good, kind of slower episode, but still interesting. So I'm going to give it a 9. That's all I got for you guys. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out my group, Dead to Zombies, and my Trouble Down Productions Facebook page. Love you guys. Dead to Zombies, Trouble Down Productions. You guys rock.